And we're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 5-9. Black 54. So we got man.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
0-2.
To throw, it's Breeze. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He was a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
You can't get past me.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. They'll run. This is Kamara. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving. Following
the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 yards on the pickup there. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. That was second down run for Murray. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
And it brings up third down.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. Throwing now is Breeze. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. He's crazy.
Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
I'm on. Check. Crouch. Joker. He's going to 54 right here.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate Dalvin alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
There you go. 56 is the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 47. Mike 56.
On third down, it's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Right there. 56.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On second down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. We're scoreless after 1.
It's got to be a long day. It's got to be a long day. Here we go. Go ahead. 56 is the mic. And we're pretty close. Here we go. 47.
Play action now. Prescott. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Alex Anzalone picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed.
And he's going to go down again. Alex Anzalone able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
Mike Lenny.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they got to put that behind them, trying to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the run play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now Breeze. And the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. Cooper was the intended target. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defense coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D-linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Kamara trying again. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Elliott. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big run that time by Elliott. 44 yards. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Ready.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Check.
On the ground, Kamara. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Check 99. Check 99. Safe.
Now Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
It is such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott to throw it. He's going to fire. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. A give to Kamara running right. And he's got room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13. Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They go to Elliott again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. On deck, point.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his man. It's Austin. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott down. That one complete. Elliott. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzed, and he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now Forbath for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Again, it's Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Trying the left side with Kamara. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Coming left is Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. A give. This is Kamara. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Breeze now to throw. He'll let it fly in the direction again, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. It hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
What a tough spot to miss a kick, just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a
rush coming, and he's taken down. Marcus Davenport. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Check 15, check 15.
Now Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Forbath, the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it with Kamara, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now Breeze. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Prescott now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's first and 10. Prescott to throw. It's caught. Cooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
He's checking.
They'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding. Past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
You're not ready. You're not ready. 46.
Here's Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
I'm coming after you.
To throw is Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. One final try here for Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost fell schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.